Hello everyone, how are we all doing? It's my camera pointing. It's all over the place. I'm adjusting so we're in the right spot. There we go. Hopefully everything is going and we're all live and you can hear me and everyone is happy. Just checking. Right, there we go. Got game all down and everything else. Hello, welcome everyone. Nice to see you. This is a little bit of an unexpected stream. Apart from the fact I scheduled it 7 hours ago. But yeah, it's a long weekend here in New Zealand. Obviously have had a rather busy week with some worldly travel. And not had a chance to do much else. So I thought, well, what better thing to do? Jump on for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We'll see how we go. And just have a bit of a chat to everyone. Catch up on what's been happening in everyone's lives. And just chat a little bit about what's happening in Farm Sim. So we are going to carry on. We've got harvesting to do. We've got the chickpeas behind us. So we're going to have to move this auger into a different bin, which is why I'm over here. We've got this field here to finish tidying up. We planted soybeans in here last time, but AI worker, the courseplay worker, didn't quite get into the corners, and there's a couple of paths left to do, but they were out of seed, so we'll get that all topped up and jump into it. So that's what we're up to. Well, welcome along, those of you who are joining on this unexpected stream. Tam, good to see you. DK, welcome along as well. Miguel, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Sean, good morning. Scooter's in here. Hello, Scooter, how you doing? Hanson, kia ora, mate, welcome along. Craig, good morning. Won't stay for long, have to work. All good, my friend, but thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Quite expected for you. Saw the notification early in the morning. I was like, Argsy streaming at 7 AM at Uruguay time. There we go. Perfect. And we got the vertical stream going as well. Now I'm hoping my amalgamated chat is going to populate soon. Let's just have a look. Is that... No. It takes a while for it to sync up and things like that, which makes it a bit difficult to keep eye on both. Right, let's have a look. We need to start out by getting this folded up. No, I've got to fold that the other way actually. And the chickpeas are in the middle bin, so we'll get this moved over and then we'll get things up and underway. Everything else is happy. We've actually had some more sheep, so we're actually almost at capacity on our sheep. We've got 250. Ah, I did go the wrong way. It was meant to fold the other way. Oh, there we go. You live and you learn. So yeah, we've had more sheep. The chickens are healthy. Pigs are looking happy, and we're still waiting for the bees to actually do anything. So just have to see what happens with those. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. Get that started up. Let's go this way. Hey, Mr. Freeman, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. 2 PM in East US. There you go. Perfect time for you, isn't it? Except for the fact it's Friday, so if people are working, it's not going to work out. But we thought we'd give it a spin. So I guess the big question is, what is everyone's thoughts now that I've seen a little bit more of FS25? All in all, I'm looking forward to it. Made me more excited about it, and now I'm kind of like bummed that I'm a little bit bummed, obviously not too much, but a bit bummed back here and playing FS22 and having to wait a couple more weeks to get my full hands on it. But it's good. It's good. There's a few little bugs, obviously, you might have seen, but that build of the game we were playing was already 4 or 5 weeks old when we got our hands on it. So it was already actually technically out of date. But yeah, all in all, I'm looking forward to it. Right, let's just get that in the right spot. The things that have changed between previous builds we've seen, not had access to, but even just things like the fact they've gone to all that effort to add in a menu for the AI worker. You know, at FarmCon, there wasn't actually going to be any. This is chickpeas, yep. There wasn't going to be any menu for the AI worker, and they've customized that. So a lot of work on some of those things, which means just the little bugs are probably more of a refinement and finishing off kind of thing, which is good. How am I doing? Well, tomorrow. Good, thank you. Yeah, so it's actually a long weekend in New Zealand too, which is a bonus. I get Monday off, so come back, have 2 days in the office, and then back to a holiday, which is kind of nice. Got your hat on, coffee in hand, your golden, have fun on the travel. Travels were awesome. Like actually getting to see that part of the world was pretty cool as well. Pretty hyped by the fact sheets today. What was your favourite one out of those, Mikhail? I would have to say, I don't know what I was most excited about out of today's ones. It's probably actually, I don't know. Alright, so we're just going to get this combine up and moving. I'm going to bring in some help for this one as well. So we'll clear that course and we'll come in and see if we can create one. One tool, 4 headlands. We need island detection on for this one. Field center lands, island bypass mode. Simple circle, no purpose. Let's do that. Field margin, I'm just going to go down a touch. Negative increases the field size. Just go down the touch just to make sure we get everything around the edge. Might run into some issues with some trees, but let's just see what happens with that one. Right, finally looks like my chat is all synced up. Anything sitting over there? No. That's running, which is good. Right, I'm just checking that live was going. There we go. That looks pretty good for a course. Looks like it's gone around that island pretty well. It hasn't. The one island it doesn't pick up is that tree that's parked down there. So maybe we should think about cutting that one down at some stage. Right, anyhow, let's just fire it off. Let them go. We've got the grain cart set up there. We'll have to bring a tractor over to put that on. But all in all, should be good to go. Here we go. Unload a bit. Just the smallest amount. Put that auger back in or you're going to get caught out on the tree. There we go. Happy days. Right. So next job, we don't need the Mac. We need to find int and get this topped up. So we need to fill it up with soybeans. Right. So I should be able to go up to there. Here we go. Confuse the AI with them, I know, yeah. And managed to fire a bale halfway across the map and all of those kind of things, but... The one thing I did play with, and for whatever reason, this is a bit of a bummer, for whatever reason, when I got home and plugged my hard drive that I'd taken with me in on my computer here, it didn't want to work. I couldn't access the files, and somehow, somewhere along the line, I've managed to corrupt my hard drive. Only the stuff I recorded at case. Maybe it was geo-locked, I don't know. No, not at all. But it's just a strange one. I don't know what happened. But I lost access to it. So fortunately, I'd recorded my video, or edited my video at least, and was able to actually show you guys something, because otherwise it would have been a long trip, not have any gameplay. And I guess the other fortunate thing is, seeing we're only a couple of weeks away from 25 actually releasing, I technically don't need, shouldn't need the gameplay anymore anyhow. Right, let's pull that in to be able to get around that tree. I think a cedar upgrades on the cards at some stage here for us. This thing's been a beast, but something a little bit more maneuverably nice. Okay. Right. Close all that one up. Close that one all up. Close that one up. There we go. Right, so let's go and tidy this field up. Combining over in the corner. Perfect. All up and underway. Feel they need a new dev engine. The graphics have not changed other than some shaders. Yeah, there is a little bit of that. Of course, we weren't able to play around with our settings or anything like that, which was a little bit frustrating. It would have been nice to have access to the menus and be able to preview some of that. Make sure there's no sort of lasting surprises, but it definitely felt fresher. I know there's a lot of people complaining about different parts. I've had people saying I'm going to cancel my pre-order and all that sort of thing now, and I was like, well, that's your prerogative. You're entitled to that. That's the beauty of it, right? Also makes me laugh how many people get so upset over a video game. Alright, Marcus, good evening from Germany. Good morning from New Zealand. How you doing? G'day, Mark. How you doing, buddy? How you feeling? I saw in FSG's chat you had a case of the man flu. Hopefully you're recovering. Let's pull that into be able to get around that tree. I think go, everyone else has got you back too. Unfortunately not yet. Bummer, mate. Well, take it easy. I know there's a few people who were at the event with us came back unwell. Fortunately, after all my flights and everything like that, I've managed to, touch wood, completely dodge any of that misfortune, so hopefully it stays like that. I was actually incredibly surprised. I have had no jet lag at all coming back. A little bit tired and struggled the first day I was there with getting up early and sleeping late, but other than that, not too bad. Right. Like I said, we'll go around and tidy this all up, and then we're going to run up and actually get this running on the new field next. Get that planted for the first time. And we're going to carry on with the soybeans because I want that soybean harvest to come around in June when we can sell them pretty much straight away at a peak price. And get open your pull request for today, and you're done until next Monday. Fair enough too. I haven't turned early enough. I'm going to get caught out on that. It's not ideal. Right. See if we can reset and turn the other way. We'll tidy that up. Try with more whiskey. Whiskey solves everything. I'm working on it. There you go. Except for hot toddy. I actually found those were a godsend for me when I've been sick lately. Lemon, honey and whiskey. Try running spin right on the hard drive, I might get it running again. I've tried a couple of, I'll check that one out, Sean. I've tried a couple of recovery software and it wasn't able to find the files. So the hard drive's still fine. What happened, so I plugged in, you'll probably tell me I made there's a fatal mistake, but I plugged it into my computer here at home. And when I could see the folder that had all the files in it, I was like, okay, cool. And then I went to click on it, it said 0 bytes. I couldn't access it. Okay, I was like, okay, that's funny. So then I plugged it into my laptop, which I'd taken away with me and done all the work on. I was like, well, maybe it's something that's lost sync between PCs or it's PC and laptop. I plugged it into my laptop, and when I opened the file, it said there was an error on the drive and scan and repair it. So I just ran the Windows scan and repair, and said all errors are fixed, all issues are fixed, but actually the files had completely disappeared. So that may have been my mistake. Maybe I should have gone for the recovery option there, but I've never had that issue before. Not that it's a frequent occurrence, but yeah, whenever I've had that issue before, it's not caused an issue where I've completely lost a file. Like, I'd worked in files, and it had also corrupted my Photoshop file, which was somewhere else on the hard drive. It had corrupted that somehow as well. So yeah, I'm lost with what's happened, but it is what it is. Like I said, fortunately I'd edited the content down, so apart from the fact I didn't have the raw game footage without me talking over it, because I did have that with different channels and all sorts of other weird and wacky things, at least I got the video done and got to show you guys it all. People get so upset because of a video game. Oh, I know. Definitely do. Come down to New Zealand and Australia, owe your uncle a visit. Absolutely. Love to have you here. Right, what have we got? We've got pass here and then the corners to do down the other end, and we'll be done. Spoil it, making it hot with something else and it's straight up is best for the bugs. I'll admit I wasn't using the good stuff. It was a blended whiskey I was throwing in that. Right. Oh, typical. Stop missing pieces. X-ray scanners maybe? Yeah, but I don't know why that'd affect the I'm gonna have to come back and tidy all those sections up now. Don't know why that'd affect just one specific folder, like the folders I've been working on while I was in the States, and everything else is fine. Strange. Managed to escape the vertical stream chat, wouldn't let me type here. Sorted. Hey, Dazed, how you done, buddy? Hey, FSG, how are you, mate? You reckon it was the altitude? Could have been. Altitude sickness. Maybe it was the heat. Gosh, it was warm, unseasonably warm in Chicago. The whole time we were there was hardly a cloud in the sky. And I actually saw a stunning satellite image of the weather, which covered the whole sort of upper northeast of the US, and was just not a cloud in the sky in the satellite image. It was absolutely stunning. Well, that explains why there was nothing. You could even see the Appalachian Mountains. They're the ones that run sort of just down below the lakes and sort of up the eastern seaboard a little bit. They had a tinge of orange in them with autumn. Looked kind of cool. Now, you might have seen it. I recorded it upside down and it corrupted when I crossed the hemisphere, perhaps. So maybe it was the fact I'd recorded it one day and then I went across the time when I crossed the international date line and the recording dates didn't match. It had been recorded. No, that would have been in the past, not the future. Who knows? You might have seen I've set up a little competition there and it's popping up a couple of times using Gleam, so it's not just a one-off in this stream competition. I thought we'd let it run for a little bit longer. But I'm going to put 3 copies of the game up, including one with the Year 1 Season Pass, so that'll be our main winner, and then a couple of copies for people, just the base game. Of course, it will be Giant Store, PC only, as is the norm. But yeah, if you're interested, make sure you go down, and there's a few different ways you can enter. Try to make it pretty simple and straightforward. And give it a check out. New Zealand's on your way from Montevideo. So if you fly LATAM, is it LATAM now? So Qantas definitely do a flight that stops in Auckland. That's their long haul flight from South America. It stops in Auckland, and Air New Zealand fly direct over there too, South America. I don't think you can get direct to Australia. You actually have to stop somewhere unless you went through Central or Northern America. All right. Ooh, just pick that up. I need to remember to go back and do those other strips. Not bad. Enjoyed your free time. Enjoying your free time. Trip sword. Yeah, so very, very incredibly fortunate. And I must say, actually, a huge thank you to a few of the others in our group who, to make sure that myself and a couple of others managed to make it there, they actually forgave their contributions from Giants and said actually would rather you helped get these guys here, because of the cost for some of us versus themselves. So that was incredibly generous and incredibly awesome, and yeah, just had a blast. It was a pretty cool time. Didn't get into central Chicago at all. Completely overlooked that, but that's not what we were there for. Although when we were starting to figure out when it was going to be and where we were going, FSG and I were looking to see how could we get to Formula 1 and contemplated going down to Austin for the F1, or the other option was the NASCAR in Vegas. Yeah, sorry Scooter, we were strictly sworn to secrecy. Giants were nervous because it was an invite-only event that there'd be someone who'd be cheeky enough to try and turn up and just walk through the door, which is a valid concern, so we did have to keep it on the down low until we were there. Right, let's get this little piece. There you go, flight from Montevideo to Chile, and from Chile takes me to Auckland and visit New Zealand, and then end up in Sydney or Melbourne. Right. I don't know who left that header trailer there, but it's rather an inconvenient spot right at this minute. Get this sorted out because we need to take this up the other field. Should fill up with seed on the way past. We don't have to do that twice. Combine's probably full, I'm guessing. Well, maybe not. I haven't had a notification to say they're full, but are they? Oh yeah, they've stopped over. They've stopped over the other side. Right. Let's go and get this set up and running, and then we'll go down and sort that out. Right, now can I pop this one back up? Right. Sorry those of you in the vertical chat, been completely ignoring you. Dazed, I can see you were messaging in there. I didn't have the right one up. Right, now it's sorted. Right, in and out. I'll fill up. I managed to fill those two up. Can't tell now. There we go, that's full. I think I filled the front one up then. Probably better ways to be doing this. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just this one that needs filling. I should actually use the front loader and just throw some in the bucket and do it that way. In fact, I might do that. We'll figure that out. Let's just go and get them started because that's going to frustrate me. Those all closed. Yeah, the trip was awesome. Thank you, Ryan. How you doing? It was very, very cool. Yes, we do have a plan for the future. We're going to have a great chat tomorrow night because I spent a bit of time yesterday at work looking at some things. And I shouldn't have, but... Alright, let's get around and line up on this edge. Like I said, we're going to keep on with the soybeans just so we can get a good crop of those. We'll whack the fence. Alright, let's start that up there. And set up a course. Let's just keep that. Should be all good. Now, if I do a bit more of an overlap on the headlands, let's bump this up a touch. See if I can get those corners a bit better taken care of. I'm going to go quite aggressive on that. See if that'll take care of some of these corners. Might fix these ones. Maybe not. Definitely don't think it'll fix that one or that one, but might help. We'll see how we go. Actually, I should be good for seed because this field's probably about the size of that, and we've got most of that field done, so we might be actually okay. Right, first waypoint. Here we go. Let's see if that works. Are we going to get too close to that fence on the left? Oh goodness. What is going on? Okay. I didn't expect that to happen. Right, let's just close our eyes and see what happens. We might just leave that running and see what happens. Yeah, well, that was very cool taste. It was very cool. It was actually an awesome bunch of people. Great to meet some new faces, hang out with some old friends. Yeah, just a really good bunch of people. As is the status quo for the farm sim community. Like everyone's just chill, fun. It's interesting actually watching back some of the other people's blogs and streams and things like that. It's kind of like I was super nervous and like, well, it didn't come across you were nervous, but then I kind of, you know, I was semi-comfortable there because I'd met a lot of the people before, so it was good. It was good fun. Really nice. I got a message from Louise asking me why I didn't join. Nobody invited the translator. We've become experts at translating with Louise. It was great having him in there too. He's just the nicest kid. I won't say kid, nicest guy. Just so lovely. Got to this point in No Man's multiplayer server, they have money to spend on the Olive and Grape plantation. Nice. Nice one. Hey Sim, how you doing? Outages Gaming, hello, how you doing? It's an interesting place for you to stop for me to unload. I'm assuming you were going to go and work on the island, but you've not actually left me any space to get into. Alright, get that going. That's pretty impressive, Mark. Pretty impressive. Finally took time to look into all the new features 25. A lot of requested stuff in the base game now, which is cool, and some NPCs. Yeah. If you look back at what people have asked for over the last 2 or 3 years, there's definitely a lot in there, like base game GPS, some ground deformation. Yes, it's not digging. I know a lot of people wanted it to be digging, but maybe that's the next natural progression for what they're managing to do with that. What else was there? Grazing's a big one. Baby animals is a big one. So I genuinely think they've done a pretty good job of addressing some of those things people have wanted. What I think the biggest thing, and this is just human nature, is people get what they want, so then decide they're going to ask for more. I just realised he wasn't actually full, he was stuck on that tree. Which is why they'd stopped in such a weird place to unload. Alright. We'll just ride along here and make sure things work. Has our planter got any further? No, they're fully stuck too. Oh goodness. Disaster. $40 million to burn through. Jeepers creepers. That's a not insignificant amount, Mark. Alright, just gonna fix this fella. Come on. Yeah. Do it the old-fashioned way. Who's going to miss super strength when the game first comes out? That's going to be a bit of an eye-opener. Easy dev, all of those kind of things. And I forget how helpful those were. You love the dirt bikes, and we go, I'm intrigued. I'm going to restart this course, by the way. Try and get rid of that big overlap. I'll just deal with the corners when it's time. I'm intrigued to see how they handle, because that's obviously been one of the big points. Did anyone pick up? It looked like in the Riverbend Springs trailer there was a little bit of a dirt jump, or a platform you could jump the bikes off. I don't know if that's exactly what it was. I haven't gone back and looked at it in big detail, but it'd be pretty cool if that was the case. Right, what happens now? And stay further away from that fence. Gosh, even 5. What's going on with this? Is it detecting the edge of the fields different to where I think it is? Is there any way I can... Let's have a look at the course. Is there any way I can let's have a look at the course. It's like it's detecting the edge of the field is way further over than it is. I'll try this again. Ah, working with. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. What's the working with? Thank you there. You've got it. I normally pick up on that. Rough sea. There's no point having digging until you've got moisture and water to actually have a reason. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right. Thank you, Mark. 15.5. What do I use for this? Now I might be able to do this. Generator course. Should have picked up on that when I saw how many rows there were. That looks better, doesn't it? He may not be feeling the best, but he can still figure out what I'm doing wrong. Alright, there we go. You think you found where to buy pineapple lumps in Uruguay? Nice one. That's solid. Built-in super strength there. So imagine if with that new hand tool blog we got yesterday, imagine if hand tools, you could have a super strength hand tool, so you actually had to go pick it up. A can of spinach. You still need to import them. There we go. Bummer. Worth it though. Best candy ever. Alright, that's under control. We've got that sorted. This guy's got stuck again. Oh. Things are just not smart enough. Alright. Let's try nearest waypoint this time. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. The game's upset with me because I played the latest version. Yeah. It can feel that I'm already leaving it. It's like that awkward relationship, right? When you both know that neither of you want to be there, but you're still being polite and courteous. It's like the farm's going, you're not actually going to get any further with this. You might harvest this crop. We're not even going to get these soybeans harvested and sold. What are you talking about? Spraying for weeds. Exactly, Dr. Fish. Who did put that tree there? Should probably question who created the field so close to the tree. It's like that one out there. I need to get rid of that. In fact, I could go and just cut it down and use the removal tool, but I cheated on FS22 with the younger model. Shh! Don't talk, Hanson. It might hear us. It might hear us. Maybe that's why my hard drive corrupted. And it left all the 22 content untouched. Who knows? Hello, Nebu. How you doing? Alright. So, that's under control. It's good. Plant is under control. Nothing needing done over there. Sorted. 2 tasks we need to get done today. The one thing with having lots of soybeans is we'll actually be able to skip time forward a little bit and just jump into that eventually. Not waste any time. One thing I noticed just seeing that bird flying around, there's lots more ambient noise in 25. At one point there was like a bee, you just get this buzz of a bee like it's landed on your face. Not quite like a dozen bees like here in Australia. But, who knows? Actually, that makes me... Dr. Fish, just seeing your comment there, maybe that'll make a nice little meme for FS25 release on Facebook. Relationship status changed. I might have to make that. Argsy Gaming started a new relationship with FS25. Copyright, copyright. No one steal that. That's mine. Leave it alone. Alright, so we've navigated that part. You'll do it on LinkedIn. Yeah, I've tried a couple of recovery tools days, and neither of them, after doing a 4-hour-long deep scan, were able to find the file. I could find the MKV file either side, the one I'd recorded before I went away and the one I recorded when I got back, but not the one I wanted to. I started a new position as farmer in FS22. I have to write all these down. Here we go. Could make it a blank one where anyone can do it, right? Fill it out yourself. All right. Sweet. Now that that's done, I just have that tree to worry about, and we'll be into this. So let's go have a look. Right, this guy's still doing what he's meant to be doing. Actually, that wait and see actually on one of these tighter corners. But that overlap. Look at how much we've overlapped. What did I set that at? 10%. Is it going to help on this corner? Yeah, look at that. Save myself a job. So whether it works on these tight corners or not is going to be the question. Easy way to fix it. Quick format. Yeah. Actually, I need to get one of the hard drives that FSG and Farmer Cop had. Gosh, those things were fast. Just treat myself. Ada Farming, how you doing? Hello, welcome along. Andre, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, see on the tighter corners it didn't quite overlap, but that's actually got nothing to do with the overlap. That's the turning and overlap I've got between the 2 or 3 seaters. So. I'm good, Nebu. Thank you for asking. So I don't know if you're there still, FSG. I don't know if you told your stream or anything yesterday, but we're going to have it from the field on Monday New Zealand time, Monday morning, Sunday night UK time, around about the time the F1 finishes, or there or thereabouts. So keep an eye out for that. We're hoping to have a special guest, because this will be the last one, probably, as a from the field format before 25 releases. We might do something sometime before, but figure that one out a bit closer to the time. Not that it's that far. Yeah, off for now. Some stuff for your Halloween costume arrives. So going to mess with that. Have a good stream, everyone. Don't forget the like button. Do you know that's thank you, Dazed. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in. That was one of the cool things I took heaps of photos of when we were walking around in one of the neighbourhoods, was all the Halloween decorations. Because we have a little bit of that sort of, and it's become a bit more popular as kids have had internet access and sort of more globalization of pop culture. But it was pretty cool walking around and seeing all the Halloween decorations and that, and how full on they go in the States. It's kind of cool. I'll go back and get that gelato boy. We'll do that at the end. I'm not actually driving. This is course play. So our hired help missed that bit. We were just supervising. Go back the other way and intercept the combine. You did mention on stream. Nice, there we go. Do we know if NPCs in 25 will hide Easter eggs like the zombie walk that was back in 17? Don't know. It's a very good question. Didn't they do the zombie walk in 19 and 22 as well? I sound like a South African, Nebu. Never ever been compared to a South African. Definitely had Australian. I am, of course, a Kiwi. I'm from New Zealand. On New Zealand. But yeah, never been compared to a South African. I'm not offended, of course. Alright. Share, good morning, or good afternoon, / good evening to you. How are you? Noisy kids are playing Minecraft. I've got into this Minecraft habit. Don't know where it's come from again. They hadn't played that for ages, and suddenly they're like building these big worlds. Need to get them into Farming Simulator, right? You've got girl flu. Oh no. You'll be right though. Girl flu's not that bad. It's not man flu. Come and have a chat to me when you've got man flu and then you've got something to worry about. That thing's deadly. Oh, the other thing, I know some of you sent me a congratulatory message while we were over. We cracked the 19,000 sub mark, which was a cool little milestone. And we've actually sailed past it after the FS22 first impressions video, which is cool. Well, thank you all very, very much. So we've got 2 weeks pretty much to get to 20,000. Gonna have to be a big launch weekend. And thank you everyone, this has definitely seen an uptick in pre-orders over the last month or so. So if you are one of those wonderful people who's pre-ordered a copy of the game, thank you for being amazing. Still got that goal of making silver partner and of course hitting 20,000 subs or launch to try and do a 12-hour stream. So help out in any way. If you're not subbed already, hit the sub button. And if you haven't pre-ordered and you're planning on it, if you can use the code RT Gaming, that'd be awesome. Right, let's see. This is not the best way to fill this, but because it's kind of like a grain cannon, as you would have just seen. There's a way somewhere. What is it? Here we go. We can lower it down a little bit more, so it's a little bit more reasonable. I just have to go forward a touch, do I? No. Here we go. I'm sure there's some angle I can look at it and it looks correct. Yeah, I'll show you the angle to make it look correct. There we go. It's unloading perfectly, right? Even a South African friend has the same accent. Ah, interesting. It is 7:45 in the morning, 7:45 on Saturday morning for me. Yeah, I was actually blown away by that FSG. 11,000 views. I was sort of looking around what others were getting. I was like, crikey. It was awesome. You'll set a few more Gmail addresses up and subscribe. We were talking about that while we were away, because obviously a lot of content creators and that, and you sort of get chatting about channels and how things are doing and what's working and what's not. Is you know, to be perfectly honest, I'd rather have 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 views than 100,000 subscribers and 10,000 views. I know it might sound a bit counterintuitive in some regards, but having people subscribed and watching is better than having people subscribed and not watching, in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to set up a whole lot of accounts and then watch all my content at the same time, Dr. Fish, that'd be amazing. Right, I'm feeling a bit lazy now. Nothing to do. Are they on? I've started up and down rows. Let's take over and finish this ourselves, because that combine should be good to go for a little bit longer. Here we go. Right, so you've done your 60 miles and raised £400, which I'll send to the Stroke Association next week. Oh, nice one, Share. Have you still got your page set up? I need to get in there. I haven't actually done anything yet. I need to get in there and give you a contribution for that too. There we go. There's one more subscription closer to the goal. Thank you very much. Nice, Nebu. Thank you. Hey, that's what I get. Okay, I'd much rather be in your position than mine. You know what I mean. Maybe my numbers weren't the correct ones to use. It's when you see a channel that's got 50,000 subscribers and only gets 500 views or something. Goodness, I'm probably going to offend someone else now. Hey White, how you doing? Good to see you. 2044 right now for you, Nebu. There you go. You must be in Europe somewhere. Tyler, what's the tractor? This is the Fendt Xylo. This is what was released at FarmCon because they had one of these at Fendt. I actually got to see it in the flesh. It's a pretty cool kit. So you can actually, I've got the sprayer which goes in the front and the back, but it's not there. Go and have a look in the mods. If we go down to, or was it at the top? That's under F in the white pages. DE, the FarmCon Fendt pack. So there was two. There was this one, which was a slightly smaller one, which you can attach a whole lot of stuff on the front. And we're running this one here, but it's, yeah, you can put these sprayers on it. You got the front tanks, the rear tank. There's the front loader for it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's been I think Black Sheep Modding released a platform you could put on the back of it and things like that. So it's just something a bit different, right? You do swerve it up. Share, nice. I'll make sure I get onto that this weekend. If you don't see you next month, you just spent 123 gigabytes of mobile data because Wi-Fi here is also full. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I hope you can get the game downloaded and everything, Mikael. Claudia, how you doing? Hello, welcome along. What do I play Farming Simulator 22? I'm on PC, Nebu. Nice head. Hey, Kermit, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Just been reminiscing. It is a fantastic hat. This is if you can see which side's the logo on. That side? Yeah, so it actually says Racine underneath it, so it's a limited hat. You can only get these from Racine. Not even one you can get online, so it's very cool. We were very, very well looked after from both the Giant side and the Case side. It was awesome. It will be long in the memory banks. It's actually interesting. I was just watching the squads video. I haven't watched it all yet, but it was just just funny for for him to comment and say it's the first time he's managed to see a tractor factory. Well, in the last 14 months, it's the third one we've had the chance to go through with Deutz-Fahr and Fendt as well. It was interesting actually how different the German factories Deutz and Fendt were compared to the Case factory. Still putting the same thing together, right? Tractors, but the Fendt and Deutz factories were a lot more assembly based, so there wasn't much, if anything, manufactured on site. So lots of things, parts had come in just ready to be bolted on, whereas the Case factory had a whole section dedicated to machining and a whole lot of dies, and they had CNC machines and all these kind of things. So they'd get their castings had come in from somewhere else, like bell housings and trumpets and that sort of things, all the bits and pieces that go into the transmission and form all of those bits and pieces, and they were all machined on site too, and that was 2 microns. Now I think the comparison we had was piece of hair, single piece of human hair is 20 microns or something stupid like that. So the tolerances they were working to was just ridiculous. But yeah, it was interesting to see that side of the manufacturing process being included as part of the production line, which is, yeah, like I said, different to what we've seen elsewhere. Even the cabs, I think the cabs, all the glass was put on the cabs on site, all the headliners, the radio system, the stereo music system, audio systems, everything was done on site. Whereas Fent, for example, the whole cab unit would come in pre-manufactured off-site and just get put on the production line and dropped into the tractor. So it was interesting seeing it was like that. Very cool. Mighty Horse Bob Levy sends his regards. Well, hello to Bob. Marta, you're playing FS22 as well. Nice one. You're in the US of A wide. Perfect. Well, I was in the US of A this week. Crazy to think. Busy days for you, Kermit. I bet you it is. You're going to have just this... I think when I messaged you, it must have been after the highs of last weekend and the event going so well. Must be hard. So you just got to keep on trucking with your FS25 release stuff. Ooh, that's a bit chunky. What's going on there? Need Kermit to come to Llama. He can attend Llama like I'm going to, if I can. We were talking about having a chair reserved with a laptop on it, and I'll just have to video call in. It needed to practice the Juval. It needed more emotion. There was probably only... Oh, climbing the fence again. I was trying to think who's probably experienced that before. DJ Cop, FSG, me, VF, Sealy P, Louise would have, and Kermit's. There's probably only a handful, maybe a third of the people that were there who actually kind of knew what Boris was doing, having been to FarmCons. Oh, there we go, you've just said exactly the same. Kermit's first US-based Jubel. A brand new experience for them. What is this German man doing? It was good though, it was great having Boris there. Right, that's that corner. So that was much easier to tidy those corners up, I must admit. Alama's going to be awesome too. I'm very, very jealous that I won't be able to be there for that. Anita, you just followed, thank you. Nebu, Gail just followed, thank you all very much. Much appreciated. Curious Vita, am I going to play FS25? It's very near to getting launched. I had the chance just this last week to play FS25 at a special event over in the Case Racine factory with Giant Software and 19 other fantastic people. So I've had a limit. It was enough to whet your appetite. It was a teaser. We had about an hour, just over an hour of game time. You can go and check out my video after the stream if you like. See what you think of it. Beat the entire FarmCon next year, that's it. You've seen some game... I've seen gameplays of 22, never played. Ah, interesting. Well, there you go. You're surely going to play FS25. Nice. That's cool. It's amazing how many people, sort of just the growth year on game that Giants have experienced. It's just awesome. And it's such a chill, relaxed, carefree, stress-free game. You can just pick it up. Doesn't matter if you stop, if you get called away, you can pause it. You can. Look, game's paused. Nothing's going to happen while I'm away. Unless of course you're on a multiplayer server, but nothing to worry about. Let's bet next year the American, UK, Oceania, and Jubel beats the German one. I'm not sure about that. A bunch of gamers before 9 AM. It was a little bit early, and it was kind of sprung on them. Boris normally does a follow-up with it though, and he didn't do that this time, so that was interesting. There was no, we can do better. So Maybe he was suitably impressed. Right. There we go. I bet you we have a stationary combine. I'll go and figure that out now. But there we go. Is that field covered? Could be. Oh, went the wrong way. Take a wee while to load that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Look at all those soybeans. So many soybeans. Save me a t-shirt. That'd be nice. Thank you. Yes, subscribe to your other account too. Thank you, Nebu. It's much appreciated. Oh no, combine's still going. I thought we might have been full, but no, that's good. Right. So we're going to actually have that field to seed soon. So while we're going past, let's see if we can get this filled up this time. Like I said, the better way would probably be to put some in the front loader. I actually got nothing in the trigger there. Let's fill that one. Oh, how did I change? I managed to change one of them to sorghum. I picked that up before we went and started planting completely different crops somewhere. I'm not in the trigger, obviously, for... Okay. How about now? No. One's not full. Okay. I must admit, I haven't had this much trouble with this previously. This has kind of been the worst day I've had of trying to get this all lined up. Right, that's surely going to work. Here we go. Actually interesting, we used fertilizer on that field too, even for planting soybeans. Oh, I've got fertilizer over, I don't want to fill those up because I've got all those bags of fertilizer to use. Right, that one, no. That's that one. Right, let's try and get this last one filled up. These have taken a beating. Alright. I'm just brutal with them. Bit of brute force. Until you use courseplay. Some teleportation would be fantastic. You can figure that out for me, Mark. That'd be great. When we're launching 70-meter long rockets into space and catching them, so teleportation shouldn't be too far away. Right, no, not that one. Close that. Here we go. Right, that's them all shut up. Let's get turned around. I need to go and empty that out. And then we need to go and get this full of fertilizer next. Do I use steering wheels? I do have a steering wheel. Curious, but I tend to not use it. I need to get back into the habit of it. I actually use, and people have seen this before, but I use that steering controller, which is a Thrustmaster one, but it's got a little steering wheel on the side of it. I can't actually see if I'm showing you it properly. Yeah. But that little steering wheel right there, it's pretty cool. So that's my my default. Right, let's just leave that there. Noisy children. G'day Paul, how you doing? Good to see you. Bad thing to do on a server is put balls, it is. Yeah, steering wheels are compatible. I plugged my controller in at playing FS22 and it all worked off the bat. There's a couple of things I've configured differently for 22, but pretty much all the keybinds seem much the same. So that looks like it should all work as you'd expect. You'd think about joining Llama, but if I join Llama, you're not doing farm con, vice versa. Honestly, I guess it depends what you're going. Miguel, farm con's a full day. Llama's only a few hours, so farm con's normally a couple of days. But yeah, just keep that in mind. I would suggest. Can't wait for 25 after seeing it on the video. DK, nice one. Hey Nismo, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. George's Bus channel, hello. What map is this? This is Australian No Man's Wide, which is a 16x map. It's kind of a create your own farms, as you can see looking across there. These are the only fields on the map, which are ones I've created. Leslie, this is a single player game, so unfortunately there's no opportunity to play. We do have multiplayer servers though, and if you're a PC player, check out Discord and you can go and join in. There's always people online, and we'll be doing a multiplayer stream this time tomorrow. If you wanted to join that, be more than welcome to. To teleport, you press tab. That's true, you do. Hey Kazkitten, hello. Closely followed by warp drive. There's a busy weekend ahead. Did I visit Jim? I've been to Germany twice, maybe. I went to FarmCon this year and last year. Controllers go in the wet suitcase. That's true, Mark. That's very true. So this is an interesting thing. Do you know I travelled the whole way around to this US with like my controller. I had a couple of microphones that had batteries in it. What else did I have in a battery? Something else. Got all the way over there. I had my laptop checked in my baggage and batteries, no issue. And then I get to the States and we're about to check in, and Farmer Cop's like, oh, you can't take batteries on American Airlines. I was like, hey? He's like, yeah, you got to have it on your carry-on. You can't check them in. And I went and read their T's and C's, and yeah, no batteries and checked in luggage. You got a meeting, have to run. Cheers, Kermie. Good to see you, buddy. I was just, yeah, it's not the same talking to you online, is it? But thank you for everything you do for us. You guys are all amazing. Do appreciate it. Anish Kumar, hello, welcome along to the stream. Nice to have you here, Nightbot. You're just getting carried away there. It's very hard when you're trying to sync multiple messages in Nightbot and that to have them at different times, but just have to live with it. Llama is 2 days. Oh, Llama, so sorry, yes, Llama's 2 days share. I was thinking about the farm sim event for Llama. Just trying to, yeah, think about that. Think about what to bring from Uruguay that's local but doesn't repeat from what I bring this year. Haha. I'm guessing. Right, I am going to turn that off. Go and finish doing what we were doing over here with this baby. Just trying to get some fertilizer in it. Try and use up all of these pallets of fertilizer when I mistakenly build things. Right, so those two are in the trigger. Not filling. Do I need to be on that one? No, that one's not filling either. Here we go, it's filling now. That one full then. Let's see. Nebu, what other games do I play? I play well, I try them. Oops, maybe it's not full. Just opened again. I have a couple of mates. So last night I actually ended up playing some PUBG with a friend. Hadn't played with him for a couple of weeks, being away and all. So it's, yeah, I play with them. I've got play a bit of Apex Legends, so first-person shooters, and a little bit of sim racing when I can. But that's kind of a few and far between. Oh my goodness. This is going to turn into an absolute disaster now. How am I going to fix this? I've started going in opposite directions. There's no way I'm going to get this turned in and out of here. Maybe. Might just have to do... Which one's that one? Yeah, that one. Drop that one there off. We can get these two extracted out of here. There we go, that'll do. That'll work. Oops. It's funny, I was so happy driving a quad track at like 4 miles per hour. And a combine at 4 miles per hour, and we just sat there. I think I spent about 13, 14 minutes in the combine and just going up and down a couple of passes across a field, just across some grass, and I thought that was kind of cool. Then you get me out here with this and it's like, right, how fast can I go all the time? Gotta be going flat, chat. Hey, Kiwi Gaming, how you doing? Morning, mate. You've got a couple of sauces that are awesome for barbecue. Oh, that would be delicious. Can't beat South American barbecue. Or the recipe the most popular. Well, see, recipes you can bring free of charge, can't you? Right, let's get this hooked back up. Beauty of this, you can just get close and then throw that out and it'll hook up. Alright, and then take it over, park it over here and get it ready to go. Bingo. Yeah, I think the recipe's valid. Fidel Gastro, bonjour. Welcome along, thanks for joining. Oh, I tried driving into the water to fix it. No. No. Isn't it amazing? FS22, I've talked about this all the time. It's the one thing. So it has his dirty equipment, he's never going to live that down. Me driving into a river once, I'm never going to live that one down. You played PUBG too? Nice. How was my trip, Chad? Trip was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Incredible. So fortunate, so blessed, so lucky to have been given that opportunity. And as I've said a number of times, huge thank you to each and every one of you who tunes in and watches the channel to allow me that opportunity. Just awesome. Ghost Train, yeah. Yeah, it does a bit of a glitch, right? Preparing recipes for next year. You don't have to wait, Mago. I'm happy for you to share your recipes with us beforehand. That river moment was the best. It was. We've talked about it all the time, Mark. It was just the fact I was actually going on about driving into the river and that kind of thing, and then I go and do it. Absolutely the best. Could not have scripted that better. Not that it was scripted. Find something local to bring. I'm sure there'll be something. Hey Sparky, how you doing? Not sure they'll invite me. I wasn't the only one to find those glitches. Maybe the others cut it out of their videos, but I just wanted to give you guys the full raw, uninterrupted, bar a couple of cuts out of some dead time of my experience. So pretty much what you saw, apart from a little bit of sort of tabbing between and trying to get to the right point, which was uninteresting to say the least, you got to see exactly what I experienced. Right, so what I was actually going to do is something we haven't done on these fields. I was actually going to reconfigure our mower and come in and mulch it. So we'll go back over to the fence. Hopefully this, actually does this have enough power to run our mower? Maybe I'll need to swap. Shit. This is the one thing we weren't able to see. This requires 75 horsepower and that tractor is 147. Easy. Easy as. Give him a sleep. Right, go and see. Who's that in the background? That is one of my boys talking. Sitting out in the lounge playing PlayStation. So one's in one room, one of my boys is in one room, the other's in the other, and it sounds like they're playing Fortnite, not Fortnite, Minecraft together. We appreciate it. Thank you, Sparky. All I can say is that the build we were playing on was, by the time the game comes out, is probably 8 or 9 weeks old. So, I was thinking about it last night actually. I'll be interested to see, because I expect... You right?
I think my name's another 10 books.
Oh really? I sold that
viral.
Oh, funny. We're fundraising for one of my boys, or we're going to a tour taking three futsal teams to Australia in January for a tournament, and oh, that's an interesting glitch. I wonder why that's doing that. What's wrong with this hitch, is it? Yeah, it's a bit of a glitchy hitchy. Oh, wow, okay. Maybe this isn't going to work behind this very well. Let's see. Anyhow, we're taking three teams to the Gold Coast for a futsal tour and futsal competition. Oh, I thought I had the remote workshop installed. Sure, I've reconfigured stuff. I do. Okay, there we go. Anyhow, why don't I reconfigure this to mulch? We're having a raffle, and the raffle tickets are $5 each, or a book of 5 for $25. And Mrs. Argsy's managed to, she put a post on Facebook and she's managed to sell quite a few tickets. Oversold our allocation.
No, I think more.
And we've got more. So, I think I might have to change tractor for this. Weister family, Emery, happy birthday to you. I do have to actually. It's Mama Argsy's birthday today. Happy birthday, Mama Argsy. Right. There we go, that's better. Right. Downside is it's very hard to see where I've been. This might be a job for courseplay. Because there's so little change in stubble. I can't actually tell where we've been. Right. We'll worry about that later. Where's the engine of this vent? Right and under the cab, I believe. You've got the air, there's your air intake. So it's right under there. Got that fuel point. It's everything, but pretty much right under the cab. Can vouch it is a 100% legitimate piece of equipment. I have seen it in the flesh. You got your diesel and everything there as well, and exhaust on this side. It's a very compact piece of equipment. Right, so let's just, should we take over? Or are we going to let courseplay keep doing its thing? Could take over. Mother physics. Yep. I think we'll just let them run because it's an interesting looking course we've got going on. I'm just trying to figure out if I could actually, how much, there's a few little spots we'd lose if I started off on courseplay with that mulcher, but I reckon, let's give it a shot. Well, let's try it out and see what happens. I'll do 3 head, I'm going to do 3 headlands on it. Here we go, 1 to 3, because it's a bit wider than the header is. If we did 4, we'd end up mulching what we've done already. A bit more on our headland overlap. Up, down, field centre. Skip rows? We won't skip rows. Make it turn. Let's have a look. Hopefully it goes in the same direction as the combine. That could be the difficulty. Oh, and we did have island on. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It hasn't done it the same way. I'll manipulate that because we will go manual and up, down, row angle 0 is north, south. That should work. I am in my 40s, Nebu. Indiana Allen, just do real farming. I can do that if I want. But I want to play the game. Are we going to play the game? Right, let's see how that goes. phone hates everything you type. It is even now that you said muncher instead of mulcher too, Wyatt. I know what you mean though. So let's have a look, because as I said, I haven't really done much mulching. Is that showing up as mulch? That purple line around the outside? It takes a wee while for this because of the size of the map to update any info. That needs rolling status. I should show you guys. I don't know if has anyone else shared or anyone seen. There we go. Got purple line. Anyone else seen the goodies we got from Case? Check this out. Well, obviously got the hat. Sorry. Cool little well, it's big. It's massive, like the size of my head. It's really long. There you go. Compare it. Yeah, cool little coffee mug, travel coffee mug. Which is very cool. Right down here. The most Australian thing ever for a Kiwi. From the US. A stubby holder. Keeps your drink nice and cold. Oh, I bought this t-shirt. So this wasn't given to us. I think just about everyone there bought one of these t-shirts, but check this one out. That's such a cool idea. So it's a quad track, and then they've used the tracks as like the D-pad and buttons, and made it into a controller. So game on. I was like, that's pretty appropriate. Having a whole lot of gamers there. Got heaps of stickers. It's kind of cool. I'm going to put some of these on my laptop. Don't know what I'm going to do with the rest, but built by farmers, combine, Magnum, quad track. Pretty cool. This is a bandana. This is awesome. Nice and big. Very big, but so I'm going to get it a little bit more detail. Let's look at one of the corners. So it's got the built by farmers on there, but then you start looking at everything around it. It's got tractors, and you've got the animals around the outside. It's got the wheat, it's bales of hay, looks like corn. You got the kernels of corn right up here in the middle. Can't see those. Up here in the middle. What else have we got? Yeah, so that's pretty cool. A whole range of stuff there. Don't know if I'll ever wear a bandana, but that could go up on a wall or something somewhere. And then this is very cool. There's a die-cast 715 quad track, and it's got the sticker there on the front, the introduction edition. So this is pretty cool. Question now, and this is one you guys can answer: do I leave it in the box? I think yes. I think it stays in the box, but I'm not sure. It can go up. I've got a collection of my Lego and everything, so it's going to go in and be partnered with all of that. Oh no! 3 headlands might have been a bit too much. It's a shame. A mulching crop. Bother. Yeah, well, not ideal. You're from Brazil, Lucas. Welcome along. I was hanging out with someone from Brazil over the weekend. Alright, well, I don't want to go and mulch too much more. Although this, actually, it's gonna go back and do the outside, isn't it? It's just done that island. So we might be okay now. Let's just see what it does next. Yeah, so it's gonna go backwards and jump on the outside. Okay, we'll be right. We'll let it do that. I thought you spelled mulcher right the second time. Argsy Welker Farms crossover. Close. Are the models of this map going to convert it to 25? No idea. No idea for that one. Yeah, no worries, James. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue. Hey Daniel, how you doing? How much weight did I put on eating fat American food? I tried to steer clear of most of that sort of stuff. I did have a prime rib one night, which was pretty impressive. But literally it was just a plate with a piece of steak, and that was your meal. You got a plate with a piece of steak just slap bang in the middle of the plate, and you had a soup or a salad to start with. You could do Caesar salad, which is just lettuce, croutons, and a little bit of Caesar dressing. Or I think I had a lobster bisque, I think it was. So you could have a clam chowder, or I think there was another soup too you could choose from. And then with the steak, you could choose your type of potato you want. So I went for a baked potato, but it literally was just a baked potato on a plate on the side, which came with some sour cream, and that was it. That was your meal. I jokingly said to Farmer Copper, I said, do Americans actually grow vegetables? He's like, yeah, we grow heaps of them. I was like, why don't you eat more? It was so hard to find a meal that actually included like a plate full of veggies. It's surprising actually for me. I love eating meat. Don't get me wrong, but it was surprising to me to have that limit of vegetable options. But that's right. I imagine if I was there for too much longer, it would have been in trouble. But yes, keep in the box. We will do that, I think. X Game, hello, how you doing? Is there a donation page for my son's school? So it's through his sports club share, but I appreciate you offering. You don't need to do that though. He's doing pretty well. But Mrs. Argsy's doing very well through the fundraising, but no, we don't have just a donation page. Hey, X-Gamer, hello. He said having ordered a salad. I didn't actually order the salad, it was an option. However, I did on the last night when it was just Farmer Cop and I, we were in the hotel restaurant. I had a burger and you could get a side of fries or a side of salad. I actually ordered a burger with a side of salad. It felt strange, but beef salad equals beef plus plate. Potato salad equals potato plus plate. I'm doing good, X-Gamer, thank you. Doing good. Right. So we're just carry on riding along here. Don't know how full that combine is. Probably going to check that out actually. 78%. Right, they can go for a little bit longer. I just don't want to get in and start mulching areas we shouldn't. We'll figure that out though. Right. Now you would have seen, a lot of you probably seen, and I think a lot of you have entered because I've seen some prompts and things pop up, but we are running a little competition running through to the launch of FS22. We're going to give 3 copies of the game away, 1 including the Year 1 Season Pass, so that's kind of our overall winner, and then second and third place will be just a copy of the game. Unfortunately, will be PC only, just because I can't get digital codes or anything for console, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. It will be through Giants store, so you get a Giants code for that. So if you haven't entered already, there's a link will pop up. If you haven't seen it, it will pop up through Nightbot in the chat. So make sure you click on that and go and enter. Was that served at Case? No, we it's at the restaurant the night after, a night of. So we went out for dinner together as a group, which was cool. I mean, we did lots together as a group. I think we got there relatively early on. No, it's one thing we didn't do as a group. I overindulged after the event one night and paid the price, but missed the schnitzel bit poms that I ate back in Marktoberdorf on the dinner. It's awesome, and the spaghetti's the best. Oh, spaghetti ice, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, German food's good. Anyhow, what I was going to say before I started talking about is the fact that the game release we played on was so technically out of date for FS25. You know, they'd made a lot of changes, and we were just playing on one that was 4 weeks old, which is a week ago, so it was 5 weeks old. So by the time the game comes out, it's going to have been 8 weeks old. But what interests me is, I was thinking about the logistics of it all, right? So, because if it's a digital copy of the game you buy, obviously, you know, they could be developing the game right up to release and then go, right, build that package, and that's the one that will be downloadable. And then any updates after that would be a patch. But it got me thinking, if they're doing physical copies in the for PlayStation and Xbox, they need to draw a line in the sand, send that off for the disc to be pressed, press the discs, distribute those all around the world so that the wholesalers or resellers, wherever they might be, New Zealand for example, so the resellers are able to ship those day one so that players get them day one. And normally, you know, we've got a reseller here, Mighty Ape, who will often show their stuff turning up. I'm just going to stop this guy there, and we're going to go and sort this combine out. But it got me thinking. I was like, okay, so what's the lead time for that? Is it 2 weeks? Let's say it's 2 weeks. They need to press, distribute, and get them out where they need to be. That means we're basically at the point where they need to draw a line in the sand for the console version and make no changes. But does that mean, to make it simpler to keep track of what stage they're at, does that mean they actually draw a line in the sand for the PC version now, and any development work done from now until between now and release will have to be a day one patch? It was more of a question than or a ponder than anything else. But it just got me thinking. I was like, that's actually an interesting way to think about it. Like, it would be easy to keep on developing. Well, I'm not saying it's easy. It would be possible to keep on developing the game right up until release, but it would be pretty hard to manage a different update between console and PC versions at this stage, I would have thought. Anyhow. Your first time in the US, you went to a steakhouse, ordered a steak and a starter. Once ordered, they asked what side salad you wanted. The side salad arrived once, eaten half a full. Everything's big. I had Mr. CLP really wanted to go to a classic American diner, so Kermit found one, and the last day we were in Racine, the breakfast after we hadn't checked out, but after we last morning up there, we all went. I think it's about 13 of us trundled off to an American style diner, which is pretty cool experience. But I had the pancakes there, and you know, it was just a stack of pancakes with whipped butter and maple syrup, and I couldn't finish that off. Well, I thought I would have done it easy, but it was too much for me. It was more that Dr. Fish just thinking about the logistics of trying to have multiple versions and different builds that need different updates. I fully expect that we will have a day one update for oh, they're not allowed down. Here we go. There'll be a day one update for PC. I would be surprised if there is not. The cheesecake FSG ordered. Some of those cakes at that place are incredible. Game name, this is Farming Simulator 22 Britislaw. You live in the States and your food usually is a little bit more than that. Oh, I'm not stereotyping White. I'm pretty sure there definitely was a quick hot patch, because I'm trying to remember there was quite a fundamental issue with 22, if I recall. They had to patch, but definitely with it. Parker, how you doing? What's that monstrosity of a trailer? It's a different style of auger trailer. Not quite what I wanted. It's what I wanted, but the whole unloading thing, I didn't want it to tip like this. It's probably meant to be used more as a seed tender than a auger wagon. But it's working for what I want it to do. Righty-ho. I'll pack this up over this way. and find this. Now what I was going to try and do here, I bring this up, I wanted to go and start it on the infield rather than carrying on the headlands, because I think if we carried on the headlands we'd end up in a sticky situation where we're going to mulch a whole lot of crop like we did before. So we can come back and do that last headland in a little bit, but let's go and chuck that on nearest waypoint. Should get us going in the middle. Like that. Okay. And rescue the combine from its little predicament. Like I said, I knew that tree would come and cause us difficulties. Slap bang in the middle. I tried to repaint grass around it too, so we didn't have this problem, but for whatever reason, I clearly did not get it done quite how it should. Nearest waypoint. Okay. So we'll just ride along there with that. Hey, Farms and Freak, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have you here. Right. Getting back to what we had in our bag of goodies. What else we get? Oh, oops. That's something that's going to drop. FSG got a couple of these from the tour. We didn't get given them, but he shared one of those with me, so that's kind of cool. Little fridge magnet. A axial flow little keyring. Should put that on my John Deere lawnmower, right? They both do the same thing. I like this. Ooh. I've already got a rosy pin, but I like the rosy pins, so I'm gonna keep hold of that one. Farming simulator fridge magnet. Big Steiger bumper sticker, the biggest and baddest ever built. It's kind of cool. Oh, farming simulator lanyard. I could actually use this one on the track down the ride on farming simulator. Keyring. And then a bunch of, I haven't actually looked at what stickers these are, let's have a look. These are the ones that I'll put on my laptop. Oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch of these, but there's what is that? Well, the size of the header, I'm going to say that's the AF11 combine. We've got the collection with the Magnum, the quad track and the combine on it. Straight 715 sticker. What else? I think it looks like all that's in here. Oh no. Little case sticker. I'll keep those all out. I'll put them on the back of my laptop. Keep the Argsy Gaming and FSG stickers company. Yeah. So we've got heaps of those. They can go wherever. Throw them everywhere. And now this is the cool one, right? You might have seen these people share them already, but this is a Farming Simulator 25 little branded box from Giants. And it looks, when I first looked at it, I was like, what is that going to be? And it's like, is it a watch? Is it? That sounds a bit excessive, but this is pretty cool. Get them facing the right way. We've got Farming Simulator chopsticks with the whole rice thing. You see it's all laser engraved up on the end. It says Farming Simulator 25 on it. How cool is that? Pretty cool. I've got to say, they do some of their marketing branding stuff very, very well. Very impressed with the effort they go to. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing to add. That'll go on my my wall of collections of items we've got sitting up here. One of the things I was thinking, I'm going to do that sometime, hopefully this weekend, if I can find a quiet 15-20 minutes, is actually tidy up my desk and do a little tour of my setup. I thought that'd be a good thing to do leading into 25 as well. Just to get to know a little bit more about me. Looking forward to 25 Farms and Freak. Nice one. They weren't given to you, did he 5-finger discount them? Oh, nah, we had a different tour guide. And when we left the tour, he didn't give us those, but the other tour guide gave them to FSG, so no. You're wearing your Argsy hat, Miguel. Nice one. Nice one. Mine's sitting there as well. You don't view use small harvesters for FS25? You don't use small harvesters? There's plenty of different sizes and different opportunities. I had to keep, oh boy, a magnet. How exciting. Has the chopsticks, it does. So one of the challenges I had on this map was I was restricting myself to a 300 horsepower starting limit until we'd gone through one calendar year. We're through that now, so I'm up to a 400 horsepower limit, but I don't have any money to buy anything at this stage, so we need to get some products and things sold. We've got plenty of things to get rid of. Lots of chickpeas, which are 149. They're actually dropping. I hope they don't go down, but we're about peak price for chickpeas. We're getting close to our peak price for rye. We could probably actually sell those. Probably makes sense. Got a whole lot of wool, which isn't until May, and we're going to have a huge amount of soybeans. By the time we get to July, when the price, June, July, when the price gets a good value, we're going to have a huge amount of soybeans. So that's the plan. Can't wait to use the CR11 New Holland. Bloodwolf, neither can I. Neither can I. It looks like a pretty good bit of kit. Hey Strody, good evening. James, good morning to you. How you doing? Can borrow me a bit from the Aussie server. Is there work to do on the Aussie server? Is there, Hanson? Maybe tomorrow. Multiplayer stream tomorrow. Do it on the Aussie server. Possibly jump onto Peligny. Let me know. Let me know and we'll make it happen. Hello Gordon, how are you? Welcome along. Alright, not much left to do in here. It's an awkward shape, so we're just doing these silly little passes. $1.4 million on the farm now. Nice. Do you want to see me alone? Oh, but you can borrow me a bit of money. Gotcha now. Gotcha. You subscribed. Nice one, Gordon. Thank you. Much appreciated. Right, let's see. We're getting over 8,000 views on the vertical stream. That's awesome. Nice to have you here. I haven't even reminded you. If you haven't hit the thumbs up already, be much appreciated if you would take the time and do that. You're cool. CR11 looks like a beast. I don't even know much how much capacity it has. No, we haven't. Have we had that as a fact sheet? I thought. Can't remember now. We had the preview trailer with it, didn't we? But maybe not a fact sheet yet. Of course, I missed last week's fact sheet because I was flying at the time. No, I don't think we have we? And we had the AF11. That's right, we had the AF11, so not the CR11. What is the AF11's capacity? It had a 20,000 litre hopper. So they're basically the same combines, right? Would you agree? Where are you trying to go? Alright, well, seeing he's done that, let's carry on. We'll do this ourselves now. Different rotor setup, yeah. It's actually interesting learning about the way the axial flow rotors in that work. Basically run the crop through it twice. Didn't realise that. It was also intriguing, and I mean it makes sense, but jumping between the four tractors we got to drive, so we had the New Holland T8, three tractors plus the combines, so then the New Holland T8, the Magnum 400 and the Quadtrack 715. And so I managed to do it in the order of the T8, then the Magnum, then the Quadtrack. So obviously the T8 and the Magnum share the same chassis. They're very small, almost the same chassis, very similar, and they're both built on the same production line. The difference is the radiator for the T8 is entirely in front, whereas the Magnum has one on top. So it's the T8 has a longer nose, a longer wheelbase. 20 inches, I think, was the difference, something like that. But it was just interesting. You drove one, you'd driven all three, kind of thing. So the T8 and Magnum had slightly different controls, but the way it works, you could shuttle gears on the stick on the right and everything like that. But you jump between the Magnum and the Quadtrack, everything was the same. The controls were all exactly the same. So once you'd driven one, you knew exactly where to look for different things. And the way it functioned. I think the Magnum had an 18 gear gearbox, 18 gears, and the Quadtrack had 16 from memory. But even then, you jump in the Combine with the 725 there, we were able to drive. Even that was very, very similar in that it had, had the same similar sort of control stick, and things just worked very similarly. So even though it was a Combine, so amazing how familiar they all were. Oh, you just checking you don't have a card of melons. Sorry, McGill. That's no good. We can fix that. Not like Austin will take you all the money. Is it much bigger than the CR 10.9? The CR 11? Not sure. Not sure. Hey, Bo, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Whereabouts are you this weekend? You got some time off the long weekend and back down with the family? You have to tell Floyd I've got a hat he can't get. This one is all the way from the case factory in Racine, and it's even branded with the Racine tag on it, so I'm gonna have to boast he won't be able to get this one. I'm sure if he was able to get there, he would get it. Send him a challenge. He's got to get a Case Racine hat. Back in the Nacky. Nice one. Oh, enjoy your time there, mate. Nacky in the Nacky. Tell him now, Floyd, I know you're really, really good at getting hats from people, but I got to say I'm going to have to skite and boast a little bit, but you can't get this one. So it says up, very hard to see, but up there under the case it says Racine, which is the tractor factory that I got to go to last week. So I know you've always said you've got the hats. You had the Brandt hat before I did. Oh, there you go. You're still waiting for an Argsy hat. You haven't ordered one, have you, Strody? I think I'm just about out of the ones. I think I might have one left. Love to go to Racine one day. Grandfather had the chance to visit back in 2017. Ah, cool. On progress show. CR11 has a 20,000 litre tank and a 15.7 litre engine producing 775. So pretty much the same as the AF11 then, right? You're the only one to visit Nadco factory. There you go. Claim to fame. No, I was going to say, are we going to get all of this in one load? But I don't think we are, unfortunately. No, definitely won't. Right, let's just pop that up. Run over here. Let's tidy these little bits up before the mulch gets to them. How many bushels are there in here? Litres are there in here? 15? Well, not even one in that piece. Probably not even worth it. Both your grandfathers had the chance to visit John Deere factories as well. There you go. It's one I haven't been able to get to yet. Right, let's get this unloaded and we'll tidy up this field. So going to visit all the American factories and you're all the European ones. There you go. As long as the versatile tractor's coming back as mods, you will be happy. Rumours are that it might be part of one of the DLCs. Bloodwolf, so don't know if you'll get them at the start, but just have to wait and see what the modders do, I suppose. Too much to pay for. It's fair enough. Is there still baseball cap style ones? Yep, there is. Off for dinner, catch you on the next one, have a good weekend. Yeah, cheers Mark. Hope you recover soon, buddy. But yeah, nice to see you and catch you soon. You love baseball caps, guess how many you have? Oh, I don't want to guess what. Above 20. Nice. I'll have a look at it. I'll show you my collection in just a sec. Somehow I've managed to be looking. I was wondering why things look different. I was on the wrong chat. There we go. This is my collection I have just sitting by my desk. Noisy. What are you doing?
Chat, Spider-Man's about to pull up.
Oh. Is he here?
No, he's about to though.
Oh, okay.
Come on, this is Spider-Man.
We're getting our house sprayed for bugs for summer. Shame you've only got one head. Alright. Let's have a look and see if I can just hire a standard worker to do this very quickly. And then I'll pull them out for you what. There we go. So this is the collection of caps that I cycle through depending on what I'm doing on my stream. So it's the good old-fashioned Argsy gaming one. That's my default. We've got the Fent cap, that's from FarmCon. I got a Brant tractor one, that was from getting my ride on recently. We've got the Farming Simulator one, this is one of my favourite ones. Because obviously you can wear it in game, and I was fortunate enough to get that at FarmCon. We've got the good old FSG. Not many of these black ones actually, the trucker style cap. Kind of cool. We've got the John Deere. Again, where did I get that one? That was from the field days, I bought that one. No, this is a I haven't even taken the label off the back of this one. I've got the race sim guy hat. Goodness, what a collection. Our logging leg one. You off. Very lucky to have a Scott free-for-all cap. Very cool. There's not many of these ones. This is the Argsy rules cap, which FSG got made when he was testing out doing badges instead of embroidery. Which I haven't worn that one for ages actually. And then got the Argsy Gaming snapback style trucker cap. And last but not least, the Argsy Gaming white cap, which I never wear. It doesn't look as, I don't think it looks good in white. But yeah. So that's my collection of caps that I scroll through at different times. Where's the old man hat? Actually I do have that. I've got the cheese cutter hat. That's up in the wardrobe. How are you, Jort? Good to see you, buddy. Did you get your stuff done last night that you wanted to? Help your mate out on Destiny? Does the guy dress up as Spider-Man so he can sneak up on them? No, but he wears like a full-on white boiler suit. Which kind of tells me what it is he's spraying on our house, but he does. He looks funny walking around. It's like you've got the exterminators or some sort of, I don't know, sci-fi shit going on. Part of my language. Need to get one from FSG. Nice. 28 white. Solid, good collection. Got more, my one, the Fent one, and the FS one. Nice. Iconic. Stayed up to 1:30 doing it. Whoops. So my next question is, are you sitting in the line at the Warren Fitness place waiting for your car to get done? You've reserved the FS25 disc, the middle box you got as a present. Nice, that'll be cool. Really nice middle box. Awesome. It's awesome. Right, we are just about done. Finally. Mulch is still going. We've got a lot of chickpeas out of here, right? It's going to be a pretty decent haul. Funny. At least you kind of had to wait too long. What time did it open? 8 o'clock. Funny. After all your bravado last night about saying I'm going to be the guy who gets there first and they can all pull up behind me and go, there's someone here already. You still got beat. That's classic. Create a spring for your stuff, can only see the bucket hat. Yeah, it should be. Do exclamation mark hat in chat should give you the link straight. It was really hard when they did the hats to add them to the shop. You like the white one, Wyatt? Well, you can get the white one through spring, I think. Got a clean waft though, going to be a good weekend. Nice. That was one thing that blew me away in the States, is so long as your car ran, there's no limitations to what you could drive on the road. As far as I could tell and talking to others. So, you know, up in Wisconsin and Illinois, obviously it snows up there, and so there was a heap of cars you saw which were rusted out in the bottom, obviously from salt on the roads in winter. You know, these are newish cars, like not a car you'd expect to see in New Zealand with rust in it, but anything went. That'd be an instant fail in New Zealand, and you'd have to spend an exorbitant amount getting the rust removed. $85, but you can book them. Robbed. You ripped off, mate. Ripped off. Right, there we are, done. Going to get this emptied out. And we are going to be 6 months before we need the combine, so we can finally take the header off. We can give it a good clean and wash off and get it put away for a while. Used to snow, you haven't had much in northern Illinois lately. Ah, there we go. Hey, Elena. Haven't seen the truck House Life on YouTube. He's up in Alaska, Canada, has a full-on shed lodge built on the back of his pickup. That's pretty cool. Have not seen that. That actually reminds me, I'm going to put a post up, maybe on the community page, maybe on Facebook, maybe in Discord. But I would love to get suggestions, recommendations, and ideas for American farming channels that you guys watch, real life farming. I've obviously got the traditional ones that people watch, but I'd love to get some more ideas. Having, you know, I guess seen a little bit more US farming and had some interesting chats to people. The squad, Grant Hilbert, absolutely fascinating having a chat to him, and what a nice guy he is. Came having done his research, he knew whether we were YouTube or and yeah, just really down to earth. It was nice having a chat to him. We spent quite a bit of time talking to him about our farming practices in New Zealand and how they differ to what they do in the States, and yeah, it's kind of cool. So yeah, I'd love to find some more channels to watch and learn more about, rather than just defaulting to, you know, the Millennial Farmer. And I mean, I'm going to watch that anyhow, but always looking for different ideas. Right, that's that done. Let's just have a look. We should probably give it a service. Let's do a proper service. I wonder if this door's going to glitch. Yep. Oh, I forgot I had all this on the ground in here. We've got wheat to sell. Well, we can actually use that for our chickens, can't we? No idea how much there is in here. Okay. What more do I need than Laura Farms? Let's have a look. Why can I not see that? Am I not far enough in the trigger? Tell me the trigger for this is on the outside. How close do I need to be? Rocky Mountain Farmer Bloodwolf. Nice, I'll go and check that one out. There we go. So, actually we don't have to do too much to it. Repair it. Yes, I'm not too concerned about the painting. Okay, that's that done. And throw the header on the trailer, and we'll get this put back in the shed for the first time in a long time. Good to know now, you'll have 29. Nice white. Thank you much, Lee. I couldn't get over actually how big a corn header is. Like the snoots and that on the front of it. They were massive. I was actually quite surprised how big they were. Need a tow bar on this? We do. Alright, let's tidy this up. This can go back and sit in the back corner here until we need it again. It's been some time. There's more like potatoes and stuff. He's from Idaho. Ah, cool. I'd love to actually see some, because I don't know if you know Bloodwolf, that's what I grew up. When I was growing up, we grew potatoes. So, obviously, I'm sure technologies have changed a lot since the 80s and 90s, but it's fascinating to see how things like that are done, particularly when you get into a bigger scale like that. Right, let's go and get this emptied out over here. Side stepper. Here comes the hot stepper. A forage harvester corn header, those things look kind of scary. They do, yeah. Yeah, we do corn and maize silage here on the farm, on my parents' farm. In fact, I'm hoping to get out, and Dad's been down ploughing some fields down behind the house, so when they get out to plant it, I'm kind of hoping to get out and have a look at that. Is it a 2388? I think it was a 2388. AVIC. Let's go and have a look. The 23, oh, it might be 2188. 23 or 21? 21. Slightly smaller. I think I went for that because it's less than 300 horsepower, and that was the initial rules of my challenge for this. It had to stay less than 300 horsepower. I remember now if I've got a bigger one in here. I know, I've only got the 21 series. Here we go, that's what we're running. So different options. Too many options sometimes, right? Hey, Rusty, how you doing? I've heard horror stories about them. You've got a real life one, but it's on floaters. Ah, very nice. That's cool. All right. Now, what are we going to need this for? Anything? You know what? We might park this in here and try and get that all picked up at some stage. It'll remind me it's there. Jackknifes in here to be able to load that up. There we go. So yeah, so we've got that load of stuff in there to do. But that's pretty much done. This guy's, he's stuck on the tree. No, he's managed to get past that tree. Okay, that's good. Let's just have a quick look at our map. Our mulching state. Have a look. Averick Anthony, can I give you a shout out, please? You're going to subscribe. Well, nice one. Well, thank you for joining the stream, Averick. Hope you've hit the thumbs up. That would be much appreciated if you have. And nice to have you here. With people petty, I wouldn't want to have a run-in with them. Look at these things. Like, where is one? Look at it. Right. It's just even the Orbis here, which is what we've just seen. Look at the front on that thing. It's designed to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to chop things finely and maim them. I can only imagine what it's going to do to a human. It's the 900. That's what we've just had released for, announced for 25. Which is actually interesting. It does. I questioned all these crops it did in the stream, but actually it shows it on here doing all of those. Never noticed that. Look at that. Learned something. Learned something that's been in the game for some time, is you can use these on all these different crops. Wow. Who knew? Thank you. I was fortunate enough to get this at the Case Racing factory last time. Okay. Where are we? Well, it's 9 AM. We've been going for 2 hours. We've got done what we want to get done. With that lined up ready to start planting. We've got just about got the mulching finished. I don't think this field needs anything else. Does it need lime? A quick look. pH on it. It needs some nitrogen at some stage. pH looks reasonable. Now pH is good on that, so we don't need to worry about that. We must have lined it, I think, last time. This one probably needed some, didn't it? Yeah, probably should have done that field, but that one looks reasonable. Everything else looks good on that side. Nitrogen, where we're putting soybeans and everything, so not too worried about that. Interesting, those yield maps, right? That's an interesting looking one. Don't know why that's done that. That is what it is. So yeah, here we go. I think that is going to be a perfect place to wrap up. So next time around, we've got that field to plant. Then we'll probably skip forward a little bit of time, and then we'll be just running truck back and forth between sell points, because we've got what's 180,000 litres of those, so potentially $160,000. How big is our trailer? 60,000 litres. So we've got 3 loads of chickpeas to run. We've got at least 2 loads of rye to deliver. Both going to be in January. We've got wheat, which again, I think we'll keep hold of that wheat because we can use it for the animals. But we'll be getting to the peak price for wheat as well, so yeah, we'll figure that one out. Cheers, Scooter. Appreciate you, mate. Thanks for having you here. Thanks for being here. Got way too many hats. Nice. Hey, Edsy, how you doing? I made to capture and lead into part that totally crushes it. Yeah, definitely chops it up. How many mods have I got installed? Too many. Look at this. Tell you how many files I've got in my mod folder. In my mod folder, I've got 15,899 files. But it's each game save or each multiplayer server has a different mod folder, and I've got some that I haven't used for a long time. So yeah, too many. Not much, Averick. Not much at all. This is not my full-time job, so yeah. So yeah, anyhow, next time we will be back planting, selling, and then waiting for crops to mature, keeping animals happy. Yeah, I'll look to see if there's something else we might want to do. We've got to get some pallets done. We've got some wool which is going to need to be sold. Once we've got some money, we're going to buy the trailer with the forklift on it, the black sheep modding one, wherever that is, under P. Yeah, the Powfinger. Going to buy that set up, so we've got something to load all these pallets with. I don't know, maybe we'll look at getting another production. We've got a little bit more silage. How many more bales have we got here to sell? Like grass at the moment, we're going to have 64, so we can take 18 at a time. What's that? 18, 36, 54, so about 4 loads of those to sell. So there we go. Hey Dutch, how you doing? Yes, I'm sorry. We've been going for a couple of hours and it's now 9 AM and I want to get out and mow our lawns before it starts raining here today. So I'm sorry. We're all finished. But we'll be back tomorrow 2 hours earlier than now. Whatever your time is. We'll be on a multiplayer server. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll figure out with Hanson and the rest of the team where needs help, and we will be in there helping out. So yeah, there we go. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the subscriptions, the likes and everything like that. You guys are all amazing. It's been a blast to bring you this bonus stream this morning. If you haven't seen the competition we're running for giving away 3 copies of FS22, including 1 year 1 season pass, make sure you check that out. It was running right through until the launch of FS25. So yeah, there you go. Maybe a chance to pick that up there. But there we go. 20, not 22. Yeah, there you go, Dutch. Yeah, so check that out. It's been what's that, 8 PM your time? Must be that. Gonna try to be there. Scott, hey buddy, good to see you. I got up circa 100 subs this stream. Don't know. Depends how many I got. Mainly from the shorts. But we're almost at 10,000 views on the shorts, so there we go. It's worth doing. My PC must be insane. It's nothing too carried away. It's nothing too carried away. It's just the way you organise your mods makes it easier too. I don't have all of those mods in one folder. Why? But there we go. Right. On that note, I'm going to leave you guys. Have a good rest of your day, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and hopefully see a lot of you tomorrow, same time, same place. So take care. We'll see you all then. Bye. My stream deck has gone to sleep. All right. Catch you all later. Bye bye.